Well, hello there. Settle in with Sea Monkey today for a tall tale of heroic blunder and epic conflict. Our heroes fought a massive humanoid fish with brutal teeth last week. They stabbed it with weapons Mystic Mikey made. It gave chase. It wanted brains. Eventually, though, they were able to run it down with the Abernathy's K-truck. Mikey used his flamethrower to burn the beast from the inside out, but he was thrown free of the truck bed while Clinton and Lark smashed into the trees on the outskirts of Beek's Lamp State Forest. I do hope they survived the night. The only way for us to tell will be to vault ourselves onward into strangeness and adventure. Let's do so. I won't keep you any longer. Sea Monkey out.
Hello and welcome to Moon Fork. It is an actual play Monster of the Week podcast. Last week, Lark, Mystic Mikey, and Clinton Brooks defeated their first horrifying enemy. It was a massive humanoid fish with brutal teeth, and they stabbed it with weapons, and it gave chase, and there was a K truck involved, and actually, if we remember back, it's been a while since we've been together and recorded, even though for the listeners, it'll just be the regular kind of pause in between episodes. Mikey used his flamethrower to burn the beast from the inside out and was thrown free of the truck bed. And Clinton and Lark in this little white K truck slammed into the trees on the outskirts of Beek's Lamp State Forest. And so we are going to check in with them once we get started today. We'll kind of play out some of those scenes. But just where we are beginning here, it was kind of the end of an arc. And so we're going to talk through the upgrade system and kind of the way that a lot of characters earn experience in Monster of the Week, which is usually done at the end of a session. But for our purposes, since we're kind of doing an episodic podcast, we're going to just do these like at the end of each arc, every time a monster is defeated. So here we have end of session experience. At the end of each session, the keeper will ask the following questions. Did we conclude the current mystery? We did, right? We defeated the monster. Did we save someone from certain death or worse? You definitely saved a cat. But you saved the whole town because you scattered them from the movie viewing. So that's a yes. Did we learn something new and important about the world? Y'all tell me, what do you think?
I would say so.
Yeah, definitely. That is the correct answer because we learned all about everything that is happening. Cronoa, we've got the HQ. We've got an actual monster, which a lot of people didn't really believe in before, so we've got all that. And did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? What do we think? So that's y'all. Did we learn something new and important about one or some of you? Certainly, if we're going in terms of me or the audience, the answer is yes, we developed those characters. So that's 4, and 1 or 2 yes answers, each hunter marks 1 experience. If we get 3 or 4, each hunter marks 2. So everyone marked 2 experience on their sheets, just for kind of the purposes of all being on the same page. Since Lark is leveling up, you can take a number of improvements. There are 10 types of improvements. I won't read all the descriptions, but I'll kind of go through and just read what each one of them are to give people an idea of kind of what you can improve. So you can take a +1 to a rating, which a maximum of +3 And so that can be really good. If like you have negative tough, you could be 0 tough. If you have 1 tough, well, you know how adding 1 to something goes. You can take another move from your playbook. So each like character sheet has like a number of moves, and I believe you all picked 2 when you were creating your characters, and you could pick another one. You can take a move from another playbook. So for instance, if Tommy wanted to take a spooky thing off of Tyler's character's playbook, Tommy could do that. You can gain an ally or gain a team. So you gain an ally or a friendly team of people to help you out. You might already know them, or they might be new to the story. And basically what this means is like, what I envision it to be for Moon Fork is like a townsperson, or we can, come up with a townsperson together. But really what this does is it like formalizes your relationship with someone. So there are a number of different like tags where it would be like ally, friend, ally, bodyguard, ally, confidant. And each one has its own like motivation. So for instance, if, let's say Clinton was like really good friends with, this old creepy guy who drinks beers at the curling club. If Tyler wanted to be like, well, I want that character to like actually come through for Clint when he is in trouble, or Clinton Brooks, I should say, when he is in trouble. Tyler might be like, I'm gonna formalize and make old Jerry at the curling club an ally friend with the motivation to provide emotional support. So then when Clinton gets downtrodden, old Jerry's always going to be there. You can gain a haven like the expert has. So that's not as applicable to us because we already have a haven, but I guess if you wanted to have 2, you could do that. The expert is Mystic Mikey's domain, and then you can add an option to your haven. Pretty self-explanatory. You can recover a stash of money if you're the crooked. None of us are. None of us are the initiate, but if you're the initiate, you can gain command of your chapter of the sect. How exciting. If you're the mundane, you can erase a luck mark. I believe none of us are the mundane, although sometimes Lark seems like a mundane. Not going to lie, but I know you're not. You're the flake. Professional, add resource tag and change red tape tag. So actually, Mystic Mikey, are you a professional or am I making that up? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And then Spell Slinger, which we're not. Take another combat magic pick. And then Spooky, change some or all of your dark side tags. So that would only be for Clinton. But what that means is you can erase the old tags and substitute new ones that you want to change in. You don't have fewer, but you can just change them around for flavor purposes. We're just going to go through and talk through the aftermath of what has just transpired. We're going to start with Clinton Brooks. So Clinton, you were in the passenger side of the K truck, this tiny little truck careening toward the woods. And you passed out on impact when you smashed in, airbag ejected into your face, and you wake up in the municipal hospital on the south side of town. It is on kind of the two-way highway that connects Moon Fork to the next town over to kind of serve as many small communities as possible. And you wake up in a room that you're sharing with a curtain between you and the person next to you. And someone is kind of very close to your face. So you wake up with kind of a start. You're not used to being this close to folks. And you actually have this, you can't tell if it's like the drugs that you probably have been taking for pain that you immediately feel in your face region, and to a degree all over your body, but you kind of recognize the person who is a few inches from your face. They're wearing kind of like a classic scrubs type of outfit of hospital personnel. And go ahead and give me, what is the stat? My guess is let's go with sharp to see. Just roll. Give me a plus sharp roll to see if you can kind of place this person's face.
Okay, I think I have +2 sharp, so I cannot. I rolled a 3 + 2 for a 5.
Hell yeah, we're getting some experience. So
Yeah, that's huge.
go ahead and mark experience on your sheet. And the hard move here, which again, it's an interlude, so it's not going to be anything quite as high stakes as what it would have been last episode. You hear, again, this somewhat familiar voice that you can't quite place. They are wearing a mask, so that's probably another reason why you can't just know who they are with their eyes, but they go, you're awake. That's great. Can I get you anything? Anything at all?
Can you step away from my face, please? You're about 2 inches away from me.
Oh, of course, Mr. Brooks. My apologies. And they kind of back up to the foot of your bed and fill out a few things on a clipboard. And before you can get any other words in edgewise, the hard move is just that they move on to the next patient. So a little bit jarring, but you are alive, which is maybe more than you expected when you were seeing that you were going to slam into those trees when Lark put you on the collision course. But is there anything you're thinking or trying to do in this moment, or are you just going to kind of rest and see what happens?
No, I would say that I do not like hospitals and kind of that whole death thing. So I don't exactly know what physical state I'm in, but I think regardless of what physical state I'm in, I am trying to get out of bed and kind of start walking out the door. I think I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. So
yeah,
I'll start limping out.
Yeah, you rip the IV out, kind of stand up on legs that are far more wobbly than you can remember, but you do stand. Nothing appears to be broken, at least below the belt. But you kind of reach up as you're in your first few minutes of consciousness here, and you feel around on your face, which feels kind of numb, and you realize that like your nose is like very broken still. Even though they have done what they can to like set it, it must be the feeling of having a very broken nose because it's kind of numb when you feel around where your nose should be and it feels swollen and not quite right. Other than that, like there are bruises on the rest of your body and a few lacerations and like cuts here and there. But overall, like you came out pretty unscathed. Meanwhile, as you walk over, so your bed is on the far side of the room, you walk over to kind of cross the threshold that the curtain is covering to get to the door, and give me a cool roll, so plus cool, to see if you can keep your feet or if you succumb to some dizziness.
Okay. A -1 on cool as well, so let's see how we go. I rolled a 5.
All right, so another hard move. The nurse or person in scrubs, could be a doctor, you're not sure, has moved over to the other side of the room to give you some privacy. They see you walk through into what is, you now know to be Lark's room. You see they have Lark in one of those like traction devices because they're Lark's arm appears to have been broken. So Lark's arm is bandaged up and in this kind of like pulley system thing by Lark's bed. And you kind of see this. The nurse makes eye contact with you, goes, Mr. Brooks, you really shouldn't. And you kind of collapse to your knees, which definitely hurts. I mean, it's tile floor, but nothing you haven't seen before. And you give kind of this guttural scream as you kind of lose your balance and hurt yourself a little bit. Go ahead and take 1 harm. Your wounds are healed from the confrontation before, but you're starting out with 1 harm from that fall. And the nurse immediately rushes over, picks you up, and kind of deposits you back in bed, giving you, not a disappointed look or anything, just kind of one of concern. and goes, "You really shouldn't be up. You took quite the beating in that car accident. You're lucky. You're a lucky man, Mr. Brooks. Can you just wait here for me? I can have someone come check on you in a bit."
Do we kill the monster? I need to
Um,
know this. I'm asking this nurse. Like, did we kill the monster, or is it still out there?
well, there was like a really charred corpse that the sheriff is investigating on the road, if that's what you're talking about. I kind of try to keep my head down. Nursing is hard enough of a job. I don't know if you know anything about that, but yeah, I mean, I was terrified of the charred corpse in the road that I guess you were partially responsible for. A little uncomfortable to just be alone here with you after you saying that, but can you just wait here for me? Will you promise me that?
Fine.
All right, thank you. And she puts the IV back in your arm, which I imagine you don't like, but you do kind of close your eyes in a bit of a slumber, enter a bit of a kind of fitful sleep as you think about Lark and Lark's injuries and how you couldn't even make it to the door here.
Just really quick, sorry, housekeeping. My injuries are healed. So does that mean that my harm points are healed, or
Yeah.
am I at +2 So I'm at 1 right now.
Yeah, you're at 1 harm just from
Okay.
the little fall you took on the tile floor.
Great.
And that goes for everyone. So everyone should be back up to 0 harm unless you fall over in the hospital, in which case we know that counts for 1. Mystic Mikey, you were thrown from the truck bed right after flamethrowing the beast. You took maybe the kind of injuries that could land you in the hospital, but you kind of teenagered it up and were like, nah, I'm good. And you just went home and hit like a 24-hour nap. And you wake up from that nap around the same time that Lark and Clinton were having their moments in the hospital here at night. You check the clock that you built from scratch on the wall, and it reads 9:35 p.m. So you just woke up after a hell of a nap, and you remember, of course, a lot more than Lark and Clinton do. You remember the fire department being on the scene first, seeing this kind of blazing corpse in the road, and then the sheriff came on the scene, Sheriff Dent, soon after. And by that time, you kind of against your will had to walk away because you didn't really want to be in questioning with your injuries and everything, and you were so dog tired that you headed home after that to the Livingston's place. You checked on them, they were okay, and then you hit the hay, and that's kind of where you are now. So you don't have a ton more information, but you probably do remember a little bit more than the folks who are dazed and in the hospital. I'm going to give you the option to kind of do a scene of your choosing that represents kind of our little interlude period here. But with all that said, I want to give you like the time of day choice as well. So if you want to just like power through and have another 10 hours of sleeping, you can do it in the morning. Or if you want to do it sometime in the evening, be a creature of the night, that's totally up to you as well.
Yeah, I mean, Mystic Mikey's 19-year-old ruffian. He operates on his own schedule and is not super considerate of other people's time. And I think what he's going to do is wake up. He's also really hungry all the time because he's a 19-year-old boy. And I think he's going to wake up absolutely starving, headache. He's kind of like, oh, I'm hungry. And he drags himself up out of the basement and knocks on the Livingston's front door to see if they might have any leftovers to spare.
Oh, yeah, of course. So you knock on the door. It's almost like answered after one ring, like a phone, but it's answered after one knock. And Donna Livingston is at the door and goes, oh, well, it's great to see you, Mystic Mikey. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Hey, we've got some leftovers in the fridge. If you were hungry, I know you got that big belly, or that big tummy, I should say. You're a little skimp of a thing, really.
Donna, you knew exactly what was on my mind. I would love if you could just pop those in the microwave for a couple minutes. I am absolutely famished.
Yeah, of course. Come on in. Brent's got the hockey game on. He's watching the Gophers versus the Badgers. Because we're transplants from Minnesota. So yeah, just go ahead and sit on down and go ahead and have a seat with Brent. And Brent kind of looks at you and is like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?"
Hey, Brent!
Yeah, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, and I will fix that for you. And you see her kind of pull some plastic Tupperware out of the fridge and start busying herself in the kitchen. Meanwhile, the Badgers score, and Brent lets out just a groan of just complete disappointment in his team. It's the third period, 5 minutes left. It was a 1-1 game, very intense, scrappy hockey. And the Gophers let in a softie, and Brent just goes, "Oh, no. Mikey, every time you come in here, man, you're not great luck."
Listen, Brent, these many more events are connected than we realize, but I don't think my presence has anything to do with what just happened on
He's a little playful, and he knows your interest, so he goes, "Yeah, you're sure? You're sure those aliens didn't head over to Gopher Stadium and put a curse on my boys?"
They might have. I might have told them to do that. It's just gonna have to be something that I know, for me to know and for you to find out.
You always were such a little scamp. I like having you around. Yeah.
I would like to imagine that Mikey is sitting right next to Brent, so that they're like almost touching, and his feet are like not touching the floor. Like they're like he's like SpongeBob sitting in a chair or something like that. Like
I love that. I feel like Mystic Mikey is just becoming more and more SpongeBob, or perhaps Mike Wazowski, if we really get down to it. But I love that. Brent kind of engages you in conversation as y'all watch the end of this game. He offers you a beer, even though he's like, "Well, I know you're a little too young for this, but you want a beer?"
Yeah. Oh my God.
Now, Brent, are you being a little naughty over there? Just make sure you take good care of him, okay? He's not supposed to really be drinking.
It's not like I have to drive home.
Yeah, you're right. So Donna kind of rolls her eyes and brings out some mashed potatoes, broccoli, and some meatloaf for you. And it's pretty good. It's not, it's nice home cooking. It's nothing Michelin star style, but it's gonna fill you up and do the job. So that's what she brings out to you. They have like an old school kind of like TV dinner table that fits kind of a tray perfectly. And she brings out a plate and some silverware, and you all kind of sit around the TV as the hockey game wraps up, and the kind of post-game session is happening with all of the grizzled hockey men in their crew cuts and their slick suits and their slick back hair, and they're yelling about something, but Brent turns down the TV so you all can talk.
Hey, listen, did you guys hear about any craziness at the movie night the other night?
Movie night? Oh, you're talking about that thing that the rich guys put on to try to like trick the town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't go to that. Donna, did you go? No, I didn't go. These old bones, they're not really meant for sitting outside. I could catch cold, but I did hear something went down at the Abernathy's. Their truck was missing, and they were ushered out of their house. Didn't quite hear who did it, but afterward, this grisly thing happened in the road. They found a corpse. They think it's potentially the person that that killed Mr. Jefferson. They're kind of keeping it quiet, though, it sounds like, from the rumors I heard, because I don't know anyone in town who's 7 feet tall, and I haven't heard the person's name or anything other about it. It wasn't in the paper, so I guess the coroner might be taking a look, or something to do with attorneys, or I have no idea how the justice system works, but I stay away from it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sidebar: we already met the coroner, right, and kind of had like a kind of negative interaction with her. Is that correct?
So you met Adrienne Kipchetti. She's like the lead doctor at St. Joseph's, which is where Clinton and Lark are currently kind of resting. And her father did the same job and was kind of like the town doctor in Moon Fork. Yes, so you did talk to Adrienne Kipchetti. And that was when you were trying to get her to help by like providing a brain from like one of the corpses, because she does the medical examinations after the deaths happen. It's a small enough town for that. And you failed on a roll to do that. And so she is quite skeptical. She knows Lark because Lark's been in the town a long while. But she doesn't know Mystic Mikey as much, and she feels bad for Clinton, like a lot of people, since the Brooks family disappeared, but is definitely skeptical of you all now. So that's kind of where you're at with the coroner.
Got it. Okay. All right. I think we should try to talk to her again. Okay. Well, man, that does sound really crazy. You think, I mean, the coroner's got to keep kind of odd hours, right? They kind of just work whenever they have to. I mean, you think there's any chance they'd talk to me right now? Should I wait until tomorrow? What do you think?
Adrienne over there. I mean, I know Adrienne does work night shifts sometimes, and, well, it could be worth a shot going over to St. Joseph's. I can drive you if you need.
That would be phenomenal.
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. So she kind of grabs her keys and goes, Brent, you don't have to wait up for me, okay? Especially if you get a couple beers deep. Just pass out like normal and I'll put you to bed. And he goes, all right, okay. And you hear the hockey sort of commentary raise in volume as y'all head out the door. And she drives you over in kind of a beat up Ford to the St. Joseph's hospital. You pull into the parking lot and she kind of drops you off and goes, if you need me to pick you up, just call the house, okay?
I'll do that. Thanks so much, Donna. I can't express enough how wonderful of a woman you are, and I just feel so fortunate to have this little home away from home.
Oh, now you're just too much. Now just be safe, okay? And she pulls away. Okie dokie. So, Mystic Mikey, you make it to the hospital, and actually what you see when you walk in the front door is you recognize a familiar face shuffling towards you, and it is Clinton. And Clinton's kind of groggily trying to make his way down the hallway. He has a nurse in these green scrubs, wearing a hospital mask, kind of trying to support his weight and going, are you sure, Mr. Brooks? Like I can get you a wheelchair or something. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. Just let me go. I'll walk up to Mikey and I'm holding a newspaper, right? Because you said that the paper, like, basically they didn't report on this. So I put it in Mikey's face and I'm like, what is this? Like there's nothing on the front page about what happened last night. What's going on with this?
I don't know, man. I talked to my neighbors about it, and they barely even read the clock what was going on. It doesn't seem like it's on anyone's radar. But listen, they took the body into custody, and I think we could try to find it.
This headline says smashing success for realty company at movie night. That's not what happened at all.
My faith in the mainstream media to report accurately on the issues that are affecting people's everyday lives is deteriorating by the day.
We got to get the word about this. I'm heading down to get off me, nurse. I'm heading down to the newspaper headquarters right now to get this on the front page.
And Clinton,
at like 10 p.m. Old man being like, "You're not reporting the facts."
Clinton, actually, as you push the nurse off of you, Mystic Mikey, you hear kind of the nurse let out like a frustrated grunt, like and you recognize the voice. You would recognize such a mellifluous tone anywhere. And this is Magic Marlene, who you met at the Harvest Festival just before the fateful monster attack event happened. And you kind of lock eyes, and you see Magic Marlene go, Mystic Mikey, wow, what are you doing here?
Mystic Mikey starts to glow red, which has never happened to him before. And his teeth are chattering, and he's like, hi, Marlene, what's up?
Oh, just another day on the job. And she kind of like gives like a like a playful punch to Clinton's arm, which actually like kind of hurts Clinton. And when you say ow, she goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Brooks. Just will you take care of him, Mikey? He's been very obstinate, and it's been really hard to just care for him as a patient, and I just want to make sure he doesn't fall again."
I'm a really nice, caring, reliable guy who can be counted on with big responsibilities, including taking care of a weird old guy, Magic Marlene. Yes, I can do this. Absolutely. That's my friend. That's my best friend, Clinton Brooks. And soon we're going to move in together.
And Magic Marlene kind of like gives you like a sideways glance, and you can tell that just beneath her medical mask, she is kind of blushing a little bit, and goes, okay. Well, it was good to see you. I better get back to work. And she kind of walks back down the hallway from whence they came.
Wait!
She turns around.
Come back.
Yeah? What's up?
Do you want to maybe go to the diner together sometime?
Yeah, that would be nice. And
my God!
She hands you, she kind of rushes back to you and hands you like a slip of paper with her phone number on it, and walks down the hallway, blushing still. And now you and Clinton are in the hospital lobby.
Hey man, that stuff I said about moving in together, it's not, I don't know. I just froze up. You ever, you talk to a girl sometimes, you get kind of weird. It happens. I don't know. You don't have to move in with me if you don't want to. But my pad is pretty cool, you have to admit.
I'm going to move into your pad in 1,000 years. Nice job, though. Oh, you nailed it.
Thanks, man. So you want to go to the newspaper HQ?
The people in this town need to know what's going on. And it's been too many years of no information about this stuff. These editors are jokes down there. We got to go and confront them right now.
I mean, I absolutely agree with you, and I think we should do that.
Okay. So you both kind of hoof it into town. It is the dead of night. There's not really a sidewalk, so you stay kind of clear of the road. It's not very far into town. It's like a half mile. And the offices of the Moonfork Sentinel are in kind of a strange location. So a while back, the town, for whatever reason, with its kind of like slightly podunk city council, rezoned just like one or two houses in like the middle of Granite Lane to be like corporate offices. And one of them is the headquarters of the Moonfork Sentinel, which moved out of a larger building when kind of the whole journalism apparatus in the country started going downhill. And has, of course, since been going downhill since 1997. But it even started a little earlier than that. Where's our integrity, folks? Anyway, that the Sentinel is run by a kind of lead editor. And then there are a number of reporters, fewer than 10, but it's still, a decent operation for such a small town. And you kind of walk up to the door. It is, kind of older craftsman style house. And it is heavily weathered from the Washington snow that you all get over the winter there. And so there's like some moss growing on the roof that probably needs to be replaced. There's the siding hasn't been repainted in a while, and it's this kind of like faded blue siding. And it definitely looks like the building has had better days. And so you walk up to the kind of office suite or the door to the office suite. Above it, it says Moonfork Sentinel, and you can go in if you would like.
You can just go in.
Yeah, it's just like an office building now.
We go
Lead
in,
the way,
absolutely.
Clinton. Yeah.
I open the door and I'm holding up the newspaper, kind of like people do when they're mad about headlines or whatever. And I bust open the door and I'm like, people have been dying in this town for years. A 7-foot corpse in the middle of the road, and your headline is smashing success for movie night. A masked man in a chainsaw was running around this town last night. Where's your journalistic integrity?
So, Mystic Mikey, you see Clinton kind of working up this head of steam to like an empty reception desk right now. And a sort of diminutive man walks sort of out of a back hallway and goes, sorry, I was grabbing some Joe. What can I do for you?
Clinton, say it again.
I need to see the editor-in-chief right now. This headline about what happened last night is outrageous. People have been dying in this town for years. People need to know.
Oh, you want to see the editor-in-chief? Yeah, and I'm a monkey's uncle. Yeah, no, I'm Zed. I'm the secretary here. Clinton, I think like I recognize you maybe from like a really long time ago. We were maybe in high school together. I don't know. My mind's full of holes, man. All I know is like this is a cushy gig. I'm closing up shop after a long day. The editor's gone home, man. It's just Zed. It's just you and me, baby. You want to complain to Zed?
We're like we're looking around the office. We're sure there's no like light on in the back or anything. It's just it's me and him for sure.
You haven't explored the rest of the office, so he kind of came out of a back area, and what it looks like is you've actually never been like in the back offices of this building before, but it's kind of like a front wall right when you walk in with the desk kind of right in front of that, and then there's entryways on either side that appear to go into a large like newsroom style area, or that's what you would expect. But you can't see beyond. It's not completely dark back there, but you're not sure if someone just left the light on or what have you. But that's what he says.
I need to speak to the editor-in-chief. When are you sure he's not back there right now? Let me talk to him.
He's in at Wait, you're talking about the editor in chief, or like kind of the one who is like just the editor or the chief? You know what I'm saying? You talking about the big wig?
Who approved this damn headline?
Oh, then you're gonna want the vice secretary of the editor in chief.
Where is he or she or they?
Yeah. Well, funny story actually. So they're not in, and they haven't been in for a while because they're visiting their relative down in Kansas. And so we were calling them a lot to try to get this headline approved because so much news has happened in like the last couple of days, and usually nothing ever happens. Like usually they just come, and the vice secretary to the editor in chief just sits at their desk and eats donuts and drinks coffee. And honestly, it's the cushiest gig ever. Zed, I'm referring to myself in the third person now. Zed's been wanting that job for weeks, years maybe. I don't know. I got a lot of holes in my head, like I said. But they just stick me out here at the front desk. I don't know if it's to stall people because I'm a talker or if it's because I'm the most personable here at the Sentinel. I don't know. But yeah, that's all to say that Carlene actually didn't approve that one. So you actually are looking for the editor in chief. Yeah.
Okay.
You're weird, man.
I'm Zed. That's who I am.
Yeah, this is a Zed style interaction.
Yeah, so the editor in chief usually comes in like around 4 or 5 a.m. in the break of dawn, crack a day. I don't know how they say it. Anyway, yeah, they you could maybe go to their house. They're maybe going to sleep or having a nice lemon tea and reading a book. I don't know, but I could give you their address. No, I probably shouldn't, right? Yeah.
Give us the address. Give me the address right now. You know it.
Of course I know it. I'm Zed. I know everybody's address.
Can I try to intimidate him somehow or something? Like I'm obviously being very aggressive already, so I want to try like a roar or something more aggressive to get him to give me this address.
Yeah, give me a roar and roll manipulate someone. And the reason you're giving them is that you're scary.
Yeah. Okay, that's charm. Minus one charm, so this is going to be...
Tell me that guy's address or I'll roar at you.
7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 7 is a mixed one. I'm just going to real quick have a look at what mixed means for this. And we've got manipulate someone. Okay, on a 7 and 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show them that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. And they go, wow, you're pretty scary, aren't you there, Clinton? I swear we've met before. I don't remember, though. Zed. You know, it's a Zed thing. But what I will, the only thing I love more than being roared at and the idea of being vice secretary to the editor-in-chief is riddles. And if you can give me a riddle that I cannot solve in 20 guesses, then I will give you... No, 2 guesses. Sorry. 20 would be belaboring it. Say if someone was listening in from like an extra dimensional like radio show or something. That would be boring. 2 guesses, then I will write down the address of the editor-in-chief, and you can go disturb them having warm milk and their late night lemon tea before going to sleep. And you can get your headline adjudicated.
Okay. I am so bad at riddles.
I know a pretty good riddle.
Yeah, you can give it to me, little green guy.
Yeah, green guy, help me out here.
It's Mikey. Okay. Hopefully you haven't heard this one before.
I hope so too. If there's one thing I like more than riddles that I know already, it's riddles that I don't.
Okay, here goes nothing. There are 4 loons in the kitchen, 47 on the highway, and 59 where they're supposed to be out on the goddamn pond. What number of loons are there really, my friend?
That's an interesting one there. Well, I'm just going to add them all up real quick. It looks like it's 110, so I'm going to say that. 110. That's guess 1.
Incorrect.
Damn. Whoever wrote this riddle must have been on something. I don't know. It seems like it was maybe written by a bit of a dummy. Zed thing. I shouldn't be that mean. But you're the one who cursed. You got me all worked up. Okay. Well, if they're 50 out on a goddamn pond, 59, I'm going to say the only other option that it could be is 0 because it's a riddle. So there's no loons at all in our town. What do you think of that, big boy?
That's also wrong.
All right.
I think.
I guess I gotta write down
if
the address.
I remember correctly, I think that's wrong.
I guess I gotta give you the address now. And they write down an address and hand it to you. And it turns out it's just next door.
Short commute, eh? All right. Hey, Zed.
Yeah, what's up?
He's like an old guy. He's old.
Yeah, he's about Clinton's age, if you had to guess.
No, I have nothing else to talk to Zed about.
Okay, well, I like hearing my name said. Don't all people, really. If they tell you they don't, then they're lying, I think. It's just that little piece of vanity inside all of us, you know. One time back in the day, and you walk out the door as he like launches into another anecdote. And Clinton, I want you to tell myself, Johnny, and the listeners, and Mystic Mikey, do you remember Zed at all from high school, or have you seen Zed before, or is this the first time?
I think this is the first time I've seen Zed since high school, I'm pretty sure.
Since high school.
Yeah, definitely I think I have a vague memory of him kind of like, I felt like he was below me, basically. I was from the more successful family in town, right? So I was kind of like, oh, this weirdo Zed, always asking for riddles and kind of bothering people at school.
I love hearing more Clinton lore. So we've got Clinton, a haughty young man. That's interesting to learn. Okay, so you head over next door. The house next to the Moonfork Journal Sentinel is a lot nicer looking than the actual headquarters of it. It's got new siding, a roof that is looks pretty brand new, looks very intact. It's of a solid make. It's actually a brick house. And it is one that you've never been inside before, but you've seen it as you've kind of crossed back and forth along Granite Lane to do your errands and stuff in town. And this is the address that Zed wrote down for you.
I'm going to go up to the door and start pounding on it, I think, and just saying, I need to speak to the editor-in-chief right now. I'll put the newspaper up to the little window in the door and be like, who approved this headline?
How long do you do this for? Like, it's not being answered in the first knock, like Donna Livingston. Certainly not.
Probably 2 or 3 minutes. A bit longer than would seem realistic. But
minutes. Okay.
I do stop eventually.
Well, you don't have to stop. I was just wondering, but let's say after 1 minute, the door is opened by someone in a sort of flannel robe with these kind of silk pajama pants on. And they're wearing like one of those like novelty beer drinking hats. But instead of beer, it is milk on one side and or like a white substance on one side and what looks to be like a mug of tea on the other. And they're kind of picking up these tubes and like sipping out of it as they kind of fix you with this glance that is definitely skeptical. And they look you up and down and go, you rang.
You're the editor-in-chief of the paper?
That's right. What can I do for you?
Why'd you approve this headline last night? You saw what happened. People were running all over town. There was a man with the chainsaw at the movie night.
Well, it doesn't do to incite a panic, kid. I mean, we were going to report on that. It's just we didn't have all the facts yet. So I was thinking that could maybe be better for an addition down the line.
You didn't have all the facts yet. Who's reporting it?
I mean, I'm the one who approved the headline, but I assigned someone to it. I assigned Who did I assign to it? I know I have it in my notes somewhere. If I just well, I'll tell you what. I can give them to you tomorrow when I'm at work.
I want to see him right now.
You want to see my notes right now?
Yeah.
My private notes?
Yeah. People have been dying in this town for years, and y'all report like it's just another night at the movies for years now.
Oh, I remember who I gave it to. I gave it to Kaylee. Kaylee Scriggins.
Who's Kaylee Scriggins?
That's one of our best reporters. She does cuisine and movies and fashion and killings.
Oh, yeah, the cuisines, movies, fashions, killings desk. Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. I mean, there's not many of any of those things really going on in Moonfork, so she's got a pretty cushy gig. I would say the only two people who have cushier gigs than her, well, the only three people are my vice secretary to the editor-in-chief, Zed, and myself.
People have been dying in this town for years, and that damn real estate company comes in here trying to paper over the past and write up their movie night like it's some ice cream social. This is ridiculous. You got to tell the people what's going on.
Turner, Renfro, and crew did kick in a little something, but you need to understand the Journal Sentinel is not a paper that is well respected or well funded or well anything. And so when we get a little money from someone rich, I'm sure down the line, even the Washington Post will be doing something like that eventually. Journalism's hard out here, man. We got to take what we can get.
They kicked in a little money for your brand new roof and brand new house as well, or for the paper.
I mean, I get a salary from the paper. Who's really to say? He sips his milk.
You're to say, man. You're not telling us the truth.
I'm telling you the truth. I gave the story to Kaylee Scriggins. I approved the headline that she got me, and we moved on. And now the paper might get a roof as nice as the roof that you see here in my well-built brick house.
Listen, man, we need to know who paid you to kill the story.
Did Turner Renfro talk to you last night about this headline?
Turner didn't have input on the headline as much as he had monetary input on our business. And yes, that did come in yesterday. And yes, we were planning on covering the festival, so it all worked out. What's the big problem?
A 7-foot tall shadow monster attacked every single guy, every single person in town, and almost killed an entire family, and was only saved by some brave adventurers in a cool truck with an awesome flamethrower. And no one's talking about the fact that a shadow monster almost killed everyone in town.
The editor-in-chief points to a column that is pretty far down, but still on the front page. It's just a skinny little thing, and it goes, Abernathy car theft being investigated. And he goes, we covered that. We covered the truck part. We're just waiting for more details, okay? And he closes the door.
Okay.
And then you see sort of coming down the street a truck that has Renfro Realty. Or wait, no. So it's Malone Realty and kind of and Bach Construction, which is being paid for by Turner Renfro. So it actually has Malone Realty kind of on the side. And you see a number of flyers in the back of the truck. It's not a K truck. It's a regular size truck. And one flies out and just lands on the street kind of innocuously as it drives by. And that's what you see.
Well, Mikey
loves flyers.
He cannot resist a flyer. So he scurries over there like a little dog chasing a ball, and
Mikey
picks it right up.
Mikey grays out and is like, "Oh my god, a flyer!" Forgets everything that just happened. And Mikey, you pick it up and read exclusive monster attack story. Meet outside Moonfork Lodge, 9 a.m. for a town hall. And It looks like the truck was going somewhere towards city center. And that's what you glean from this.
Mikey is interested in the gathering, but is also really impressed by this flyer distribution system, which he's just very jealous of. He's like, man, I gotta update my methods, man. These guys are kicking my ass out here. Clinton, it looks like there's a gathering of interested parties tomorrow at 9 a.m. I think we should go.
What on earth are these Renfros up to? First the paper buries it, now they're going to gather everyone to get their side of the story out. We got to go.
Maybe we should just observe from afar. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we should
do some investigating.
That's not necessarily my style, but yeah, sure, fine. We can watch from afar and see how they spin things.
Or you could get up close, and I might be able to make like a radio interceptor or something like that, and I might be able to like pick up any electronic signals that are being transmitted to the organizers or something like that.
I think Clinton was doing a sarcastic joke because y'all are both always lurking. So lurking is your number one skill, I would say. If only lurking were like a character sheet move that you could do, we would have a far simpler game to be playing. But you all kind of
a lurk move.
Yeah, will you give me a quick lurk? Roll for lurk. But so you have plans to go to this thing tomorrow morning. Clinton, meanwhile, I think you probably convey that Lark is also in the hospital and is going to get out tomorrow morning. So that timing actually works out pretty well. And even though Lark is a little indisposed for this episode, we're going to say that since Lark leveled up and took the move from the expert playbook, which is, I'm just going to recap it here. So we've got the expert playbook, and it is, I've read about this sort of thing, roll plus sharp instead of plus cool when you act under pressure. We're going to say that Lark asks Sandy to bring him a number of books that his mom had always kept at home. And these books are things that like Lark used to think were like pseudoscience and kind of tomes on the occult. But Sandy brings them dutifully this old dusty box, and he stays up reading a lot of the night with his free hand. And that's where we will leave off. We'll pick up at the town hall at 9 a.m. in front of the old cannery, which is now being called Moonfork Lodge by Turner Renfro and his development company. Some of Ted Malone's cronies might be there as well. We'll see. But is there anything else that you all want to do tonight, or are you thinking we can just pick up there in the morning?
I feel pretty good about our progress throughout this evening.
Sure.
Personally.
Thoroughly misread. Am I right?
Man, this thing just keeps getting crazier and crazier.
And then, of course, I think, Mystic Mikey, you tell me, do you call Magic Marlene right when you get home, or are you going to leave this for tomorrow? Because we could also schedule your date at the diner for tomorrow as well. But if you want to do that some other time, I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, it's like 11 p.m. right now, right? It's pretty late.
Yeah, and she might still be working.
Yeah.
You don't know if she was working the night shift.
I think Magic Mikey is going to respect the
Mystic
the 24...
Mikey, Magic Marlene,
Yeah, sorry.
although
Mystic
the lines
Mikey.
are already blurring.
Yeah, well, that's how all good relationships are. You know, you kind of converge.
You just become the other person.
Yes,
don't
exactly.
I know
You
it?
just start saying we instead of I, sort of thing. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I think Magic. I'm going to respect the 24. Clinton, you ever heard of the 24-hour rule? You know, talking to a girl, wait, give it a day. You know, don't want to seem too excited or eager. You ever heard of that?
I'll give it a lifetime personally, but I think 24 hours sounds good too.
Well, a day is closer to a lifetime than no time. Does that work as a saying?
Well
Okay.
And let's
I
end
think we'll
it
do it
there.
tomorrow. Yeah.
There's no more eloquent way to end it. Great playing with y'all, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for the time.
That was really fun.
Weird America, would you give me this one thing? It's medieval, but it's as modern as something on the radio or the phone you can't put down. Weird America, I'll be seeing you around. Weird America, I'll be seeing you on the swales today.
Soil Day Radio.
For a community of weirdos built on words. Find out more at soildayradio.com.